All right, welcome back to the Suburban Ford 7 Sports Cave. It's time for our final thoughts. Helene St. James, you're up first. Let's hear it.
The NHL All-Star Game is being held today without any Detroit Red Wings. Their sole selection, goaltender Jimmy Howard, had to pull out after getting hurt. The Wings didn't lack for All-Star candidates, with Henrik Zetterberg, Pavel Datsyuk, Gustav Nyquist, and Tom Tatar all worthy to appear in the NHL's Opinion to Skill. But the only way one was going was if an already selected All-Star dropped out. By the time that happened Wednesday evening, Wings players had long scattered to southern destinations, foreign and domestic. Good for the Wings. The NHL season is a long and grinding road, and for players to get a break in January is a boon. Blackhawks fans did Chicago no favors by voting the team's 5 most important players to go spend the weekend in Columbus. It's not that it's draining, it's just that especially for playoff-bound players who work in winter states, relaxing for a few days in the sun has undeniable benefits. We know the Wings have all-stars on their team. The fact they're coming back to town today, tanned and rested, is a better outcome than anything that happens this afternoon in Columbus.
All right, thank you so much for that, Tony. Let's hear it.
All right, Max Scherzer had a fantastic run in Detroit, going 82-35 while winning the 2013 Cy Young in his 5 years here. The Tigers won an unbelievable 70% of his starts, 4 American League Central titles and 1 American League pennant. Yet there was Max Scherzer on Wednesday telling the Washington Nationals media, with a straight face, unbelievably, that he was only there because he wanted to win. I mean, come on, Max. Washington himself couldn't tell a lie, and we've never known you to do that either. Yet that was a big, giant whopper. The truth is, Max, you're in Washington because of the money. You're in Washington because the Nationals are paying you $210 million, or a tad more than $41,000 per day for the next 14 years. You're in Washington because the Nationals outbid by $66 million the offer the Tigers made last spring. You're in Washington because with that contract, you'll be able to take care of your entire family and your grandkids and your grandkids' grandkids and their grandkids too. My question is, when will a professional athlete finally stand up and admit, you know what, yes, it's all about the money? I actually figured Max Scherzer might be the first. He's a numbers guy, and by nature and by extension, that makes him a money guy. He ran the Tigers' clubhouse pools like fantasy football, NCAA tournament brackets. He's a union rep. He finally tried Ronin Sushi in Royal Oak a few years ago, but only because he had a coupon. And he's only in Washington because the Nationals proved the only team that would meet his and Scott Boras' demands. You know it, we know it, everybody knows it. Max Scherzer is in Washington for the money, and that's what he should have said when he got introduced on Wednesday.
All right, thanks so much. Suburban Ford 7 Sports gave another episode. See you next week.